waiting to go in as well, Baxter. See if we can find any mice.
All very mysterious, Susie going around measuring, but it's quite simple. It's to do with a discovery we made up in the attic. We made this discovery in our first summer here, which was 2021, and we were up there filming, having a little rummage around as you do, and we took some footage, and you've already seen part of that footage relating to this walnut dresser. If you remember our midweek episode, what's it called, Beds and Crowns or something, I can't remember now, it goes back to April, where we discovered two pieces related to this walnut dresser. Well, that was an excerpt from a wider piece of footage, and so I'm going to show you that footage now, and it was really quite interesting, and we weren't expecting it, we weren't expecting to find it. It was stuff behind some boards and things. And so we were quite taken back when we found it. So here's that footage. I'll show you that now.
We've just come up in the loft to put some decorations up here, and we've spotted this. There's a lot of wrought iron stuff up here, and we wondered if there's a door for to go on the back door. We've just spotted this.
Wow.
That's
Wow, that's heavy. That's solid metal. That's cast iron or something.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, look at that.
That handle.
Wow, that's amazing. Why would it be metal?
Big solid, well, you know, nobody's going to get through that. And here, look, this looks like a frame for it. In fact, yeah, look, hinges.
Okay.
Hinge there. And that's an arch corresponds. So that's the metal frame for it.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's the lock. That's seriously heavy.
We need to see if it fits onto the back door at the ancient kitchen.
Yeah, I've got the tape measure. Always got the tape measure.
I'd like to see what that archway is as well. It might be a fire fender.
That's 78.25.
That's amazing.
By 31, so we'll measure that door down there.
That looks like an old bed.
That's an old day bed.
Day
of some
bed
sort, isn't it?
frame, yeah.
Yeah, you got the casters on it.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And here it is in all its glory. Seriously heavy, big metal gate, and if you haven't already guessed, it's actually, we believe, from a crypt door. We thought initially it's because it's a metal gate. We thought, oh, it's probably a garden gate of some sort. But then we noticed the cross on it, which we didn't notice the first time around. We knew it was quite ornate and stuff, but we just hadn't twigged. So we believe this has come from a cemetery, from a crypt. We don't believe there's a crypt here. Whether there was or whether it's still to be discovered, I don't know. But it's a lovely door, real characterful. this lovely big barley twist metal handle. This nice little feature here. You know, it's lovely, and we've got the frame here, which I've just put it in the frame just so you can see. Little flower on here. It's beautiful. So we thought, well, is there anywhere we could use it? And Susie's measured all the doors inside. It was never on the inside of any of these doors, but we was hoping that perhaps by chance it would fit somewhere, because it would be lovely to use it. We can't think of a space outside where it would have been, so we're pretty much 100% sure it's a crypt door. But of course, what can we do with it? Now, we want to try and utilise things if possible. So we've got one or two ideas, and that's what I want to show you. But we thought it would be best if we actually showed it to you where we were thinking of. But that means I've got to get it downstairs. So here we go. So before I take it down, I'll just try and show you some of this detail. Some sort of wreath, I suppose, and then this handle. There is a lock. Whether we'll find the key for it or not, I don't know. But then got this cross and this flower. Yeah, it's a really lovely door, and if we can utilise it in some way, why not? Right, idea number one, or thought number one, and of course if you watched last week's midweek, the kitchen planning one, and thank you for all your comments on that. It was really lovely, and you all seem to really like the kitchen and our vision for it. But of course one of the things we said was we were going to try and open up this wall into the rosemary garden, so we'd need a door here. This may be a really mad idea, I don't know, but it's just a thought that we're going through, whether this could work.
So we're going to add another door in this kitchen?
Yeah, we haven't got enough doors in here. We've got 1, 2, the pantry 3, boot room 4, 5. 5 doors in one room. But there you go.
It's a big room.
The other option, of course, is just have a window here, and then we've got space underneath. But we do fancy getting through to the rosemary garden, don't we?
Yeah, because I think it would be nice to eat out there, because it's a bit more shaded.
Yeah, and
during the day.
We don't use it, do we, the rosemary garden? No. Because we're out the front there, behind the camera. You've seen us out there on our table and our swing seats, whatever. So we need some easy access.
Somebody did say about putting a door in the boot room.
Yeah,
but the idea actually is to bring a bit more light into this side of the room.
That's right.
And also we'll be having a boiler out there, so...
Yeah, we have thought about it, and we're still considering it, the boot room window option, turning that into a door. But it really depends largely on this boiler and what we're going to replace it with. Because if it's a wood pellet boiler, we need a hopper to put all the wood pellets in, and then it feeds the boiler automatically. And we think that might encroach in there, so we wouldn't be able to necessarily get a door. But that's definitely up there in the head. We're thinking about it. But right now, the option we're preferring at this stage is a door through this wall. So of course, if we put this in, is this going to give us enough light? Because we've got all this there, but I think it will. I mean, it's not a dark room. For filming, it's quite a dark room.
It can be dark on this side.
On this end, because we've only got the two windows, haven't we?
Yeah.
But generally, it's not a particularly dark room, but we would like some more light.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
It's quirky, it's ornate, it's a beautiful door. The issue that I've just thought about is this latch. We'd have to turn this latch around because this door actually is designed to go that way, open that way. And you can see where the frame has, you might not be able to see this on camera, but it's dark around the edges where the frame was. So this door is intended that way, whereas generally you open an external door.
Yeah, unless you have it turned around the other way, but...
Well, if we turn it around the other way, let me just do that.
You won't have the ornate bit, but...
I think
it may be nice on the outside.
it's not as ornate, is it?
No. But you can put a panel on there.
Put a panel
and it'll
there.
have to have glass on there.
There is enough room in here for a bit of glazing, actually, in this here. There is a lip. And there's most of these little hinges here.
Yeah.
There would have been
Oh, like the front door.
there would have been an opening window here. So there is room to get a glaze, but of course we'd be staring at this side of the door, which, you know.
That's okay. And you'd have to put some wood
Could
down
put a bit of
there.
wood in here just to firm it up a bit, and we'd need to make sure it's fairly airtight with the metal frame that would go in. We don't have to use the original metal frame, of course.
No, but it'd be nice.
But it would be nice to keep it complete. So anyway, there's a thought. Of course, it's a little bit narrower than a lot of doors.
So that's matter because we've got to cut the whole...
No, but you could walk through there with a tray or whatever,
Yeah.
so it's big enough. So what do you think? That's option one.
And what colour do you think it's going to be?
Colour. Here we go.
On the outside, not the inside.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got this funny feeling it's going to be plum and gold. Yeah. Okay. Well, gold with maybe a little
Which
plum.
is why I think this would be better on the outside.
Oh, because it's more ornate. You've got this part of
Yeah.
it, this handle,
Yeah.
this wreath. I presume that's a wreath of
It
some
looks
sort.
like a wreath. It makes it look Roman, doesn't it?
I guess in that respect it would look better on the outside then, because you've got more of the fancy detail that presumably this is going to be gold, this is going to be gold,
Yeah.
and this will be gold.
How did you guess?
No, well, I don't know. Just lucky guess. A stab in the dark. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe that would be the best direction for it. Anyway, there's the first option. So I've got to lift it again and carry it to the second option. Right. Okay, here we go again. Right, so we've brought you to the other side of the kitchen. So the doorway will be here somewhere. And if you watched last Wednesday's episode, we've got to dig out a good 2 or 3 feet away from the wall for drainage, because we're currently about 2.5, 3 feet above the ground level in the kitchen.
It's probably 3 feet, because I think it came up to there.
Yeah, so it's rough, wherever, up here somewhere. So we're going to have to bring some steps up to this area here, which we're going to utilise as hopefully an eating area, maybe a social area for when we've got guests or whatever. we'll have to build a retaining wall to keep all this soil back, and then to stop everybody falling into the trench that we'll have built, we will have to put some railings or fencing or something along.
Or hedging or
hedging,
something.
whatever. So perhaps this could be at the top of the steps.
The steps from the cemetery.
Yeah, from down below. So effectively it would be acting as a garden gate rather than a door. And if it's a bit heavy for moving, maybe it could just be permanently open. So it's more of a feature. We haven't designed what we're going to do here in this area. So this could just be a garden gate from now on. There is no other garden gate that we're going to be utilising, is there, at this stage? So that's another option. There is a third option, which is the open barn where the 2 wagon wheels are, because we've got the pressoir in there. It's a big full-size pressoir, and you were having thoughts on that area.
Yeah, making it into a bar area.
Yeah. So an outdoor bar area. So could we design this into that somehow?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So anyway.
Don't know. Food for thought.
Yeah, it is food for thought. I mean, it's such a beautiful door that it'd be a shame not to use it in some way. But it might be a bit quirky or wacky how we end up using it. But I mean, we're not going to scrap it. We don't particularly want to sell it.
Yeah.
So it's just rotting away. So
we don't know where it came from or how long it's been here.
No idea. But it is now part of the history of this place. So I think we need to do something with it.
Or you could have it as a door for the potager.
For the potager? Yeah. Is it a bit grand for that?
Probably.
Or the greenhouse?
Yeah,
Actually, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, that's going to be a long way down the line.
Yeah, so maybe the greenhouse. Maybe we could have it as the door into the greenhouse. Bit of overkill, but got to use it in some way. So let us know your thoughts.
We hope you enjoyed our Sunday vlog, and it wasn't too long and boring.
Yeah, we were a bit concerned about the length of that, but we couldn't there goes Max.
Couldn't condense it anymore, really.
We condensed it as much as we could, and we wondered about putting on into 2 parts, but we went with it in the end. And most people have said, yeah, it was fine, you know, but we had a couple of people saying, well, it was lovely, but it's a bit long. And we know as well when we watch YouTube, which is most of our viewing when we do, it's
depends how much time you've got.
Yeah, if you haven't got time, you're not going to sit and watch it. So, but we're happy with everybody's response. We had lots of comments, and we're working our way through them. So yeah, we're pleased we did that.
And we have had some interest in doing a live Q&A, which we will organise at some point.
Just got to work out how to do it. I'm sure there's a tutorial or two on YouTube about how to do that. We've just got to find a good spot for the signal, really. But we will do that. Of course, you're all over the world, so it's difficult to pin down the best time to do it. So we'll have to work that one out, really. But anyway, we will do that, definitely. The crypt door, or gate, whatever you want to call it. Don't know, really. We've been undecided. It's been up in the loft all that time, the attic all that time, and we've kind of thought, well, what are we going to do with it? You know,
I think now, because winter's coming and we're thinking we want to use that kitchen, we've kind of given it a bit more thought, haven't we? Although we're not going to do it this side of winter. No,
well, we're going to do bits in there,
we have
but
to
the main
dig out,
stuff we can't.
We have to dig out the soil at the back first.
Yeah, get the digger in. But yeah, I'm sure you'll let us know your thoughts on the crypt door. And we're not superstitious or anything like that. We're not scared of, old fantasy stories about ghosts and whatever. So that's not going to worry us at all. But I think it would be interesting if we could utilise that in some way.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, it's a lovely.
Let us know your thoughts.
And we'd like to say a big thank you to Michelle, Louise, Tina from South Carolina, NY. I don't know who that is.
NY, so maybe he's from New York. Or maybe it's just Nye. But thank you. You've all bought us coffees, and somebody else who wanted to remain anonymous, but you know who you are, so thank you very much. Brian and Kathy, and you've sent us some more coffees. Thank you, Brian and Kathy.
Yeah,
You've done that a
amazing.
few times. You're amazing. And of course Bridget, who
From Ohio.
sent us bought us quite a number of coffees last night, overnight. So
Yeah, thank you very much.
that was a surprise to wake up to this morning. So thank you, Bridget. You're very generous.
Yeah, all the support really helps us
Yeah.
with doing things, really. And we've been asked about doing an extra tier on the Patreon, which I think we'll try and have a look at that tonight.
Yes,
And work
we've
something out.
been asked by about 4 or 5 people in the last week or two if there's an extra tier we can do. So we're going to think about that one and hopefully add a tier, which would be brilliant. You know, when we started it, we did 2 tiers, and we thought, well, that's it. But we've had a number.
We need
of
all the help we can get.
Oh yeah, we do. But it's just lovely.
Yeah, it's
that
really
that
lovely
people
to
are
have
wishing.
support.
Yeah, it's amazing, really. Overwhelming at times. And here you go, Max is off again. He knows we're filming, you see, because we're ignoring him. But anyway, thank you for everybody, and of course, you know, not just those who buy us coffees and patrons. It's for all of you who just click like or anything and watch the ads and just watch and comment. It's really amazing, really.
Yeah.
We just love it.
It's amazing to know there's all those people out there from all around the world watching us.
Yeah, we get some viewers from places, you know, Puerto Rico and African countries. Yeah,
Lovely comments.
Yeah, they're all over the shop, really. So it's wonderful. It's why we do it. So, you know.
Yeah, it spurs us on.
Yeah,
really.
Definitely. So, thank you very much, everybody, and glad you're
Sorry
enjoying
about
things.
the rambling.
Rambling, the boring,
We're
dithering,
rambling.
We're rambling again.
Anyway, we'll see you on Wednesday.
No, Sunday.
Sunday.
This is
I
Wednesday.
lose track of the days. Yeah, Wednesday.
You're going to see this on Wednesday, but we'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah. It gets a bit confusing.
It gets very confusing, but there you go. So, thank you, and we shall see you.
Bye.
Bye.